M, the Media Project.
My partner, Ethan DeSoto, and I believe that sharing more equity in our work and in our investments not only provides more opportunity to our neighbors, it's also what democracy is all about. I'm Scott M. Graves, and if you desire the opportunity to own real estate in a cooperative environment, one with experts who understand property and what it means to build wealth for all, join us at smgravesassociates.com/epic to find out more about the Exponent Property Investment Cooperative, or EPIC LLC.
Excuse me, do you mind if I join you?
Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look! Up in the sky! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's...
Hello and welcome to the Mental Suppository. I'm Bret Herholtz.
I'm Jamie Billings.
I'm Andrew Shanley.
I'm Sydney Goddard.
And I'm Wayne Nevis.
And we're recording live at Northeast Comic-Con and Collectibles.
2021.
Yes.
Lots of cool stuff.
And I think before we begin, we should I want to thank the organizers for allowing us to do this.
Yes.
And big hand to Gary Summers and crew who put this together.
Party! Round of applause.
Because I never put a convention together. So
well, not only that, but putting on a convention like months apart, like this. We were here just a few months ago, right?
Well, not only that, but putting together a convention during normal times is probably hard enough, but putting it together during abnormal times.
Yep.
So I can't imagine.
Good job.
Yeah, they've done a great job.
Go team.
Well, who are some of the other people that have been here?
Oh, some of the other people? You mean like?
Did you get to see any the special guests?
I saw the Harp Twins.
I saw Billy West and Michael Winslow.
You did?
They were amazing.
Nice. Anyone
else?
Got it?
Has he still got it?
Yeah.
Oh, he still got it.
Yeah.
Actually, I got to see the actress who played Simone from Pee-wee's Big Adventure walk by my table, and she was dressed in character. It was the coolest thing. It was the coolest thing in the world, and she had like a talking Pee-wee Herman doll. It was just great.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
That's the better one.
Yeah. Okay.
And the other thing I think we wanted to mention, Jamie and I have been working on.
Yes. A little bit of shameless promotion.
Shameless promotion.
Shameless promotion.
Shameless promotion.
We can't believe that the Mental Suppository here has been a podcast for about a year now, maybe a little bit over a year now.
Yeah.
And we've actually been able to collect a whole bunch of sponsors with air quotes. Wow. And we're going to be releasing a CD, digital download.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, and also releasing it as an episode at the end of the year.
At the end, so here's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to release it at the end of the year, and then after New Year's, it's going to be available for free as digital download.
Yeah. So
there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
We have merchandise coming.
Yeah.
Coming because the world doesn't work without merchandising.
We need merch.
Yeah.
Merchandising.
Merchandising.
Yeah,
It's where the money of the movie's made.
I had to throw the lob out there.
Yeah. And now that we've gotten through the shameless plugs, I think it's time for a word from our sponsor.
It's an all-new season of Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, with all-new guests. See episodes. Guests like Woody Allen.
All right, gang, let's split up.
Oh, good. I'll go with Velma. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 17.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought you were younger. Never mind. I'll go with Shaggy and Scooby then.
Harvey Weinstein.
So, Daphne, I bet you can't see without your glasses.
I don't wear glasses, you creep.
Well, do you mind putting some on? I'm kind of into that.
Jinkies, I've got mace. No, I got this. Hi-ya!
Cool! She kicked me right in my Golden Globes.
Madonna.
Hi there, boys. Watch me strike a pose. There's nothing to it. Well, the unthinkable happened, Scoob. I just lost my appetite.
I just looked into the abyss way.
Harland Williams.
So, Freddy, I gotta tell ya, you can slap a pancake with maple syrup, my friend. Next thing you know, you're jacked up on cocaine and the IRS is repossessing your children.
Harlan, what the hell are you talking about?
Mitch Hedberg.
Hey, Shaggy, I got a bag of weed and an A-ball. You want to partake in the back of the van?
I hate to tell you, Mitch, I've never been into that sort of thing.
Oh, I thought you were cool, man.
Dude, I'm a dog food eating hippie who hangs out with a talking Great Dane.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
And a very special guest.
Let's see who the disco groundskeeper sea captain Phantom really is.
Holy cow, it's...
That's right, it's me. Not only the best special guest in the history of Scooby-Doo, listen, but the only one worth watching, okay? And normally I don't wear masks, because, you know, I don't like masks. But I don't think they work. Big waste of time.
Aren't you going to say it would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids?
Yes. Okay, but I did get away with it, okay? My amazing disguise, alright, I smarted you all, okay? I'm the smartest. Best disguise ever. Hands down, I like to see Barack Obama come up with a better disguise. Betcha he can't.
God, I loathe you. Can I just pull off his comb over and get it over with?
Watch Scooby-Doo and Guess Who.
Would somebody please get Woody Allen away from me?
Hey, it's not my fault you look younger than you are. I'm just really into that.
Jinkies, why did people ever find you popular? At least you don't have to do with Moby.
Oh, come on, Daphne. How can you be that way after all the time we spent together?
I read your autobiography, Moby. My recollection is a much older man being creepy with me.
Aw. Man, how can it get any worse than this? Da-da-da-da-da-da! Puppy power!
Oh, Rook.
Probably not coming soon.
If you have my way with it. Know what I'm saying, Fred?
Get the hell out of my van before I tase you, Harvey.
I lost it right there in the middle of Donald Trump.
You did.
I so lost it at the end of that Donald
Oh,
Trump.
that's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, that's okay. That was good.
Well, I kind of lose it when I see Donald Trump, too.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah, let's always see Donald Trump.
I had it like in the beginning. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
All right, so what we have planned today is this will be the third live reading we've done. We've actually done a couple before that.
Yep.
We've done the Zoom thing, but we haven't done it
With like an audience.
Yeah.
Or out in public.
Yeah.
I know, this is a huge audience we have right now. My
It's
God.
overwhelming.
Oh,
I
my
mean,
God.
these people
I
are
told
just
you, we told
chomping at
security
the
My
bit.
to
anxiety
keep
is
the
going
women
through the roof right
at
now.
bay.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Please hold your applause.
So yeah, a couple months ago we did Dick Tracy in the case of the Big Top Murders, which was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
Lots of fun.
before that, we actually did a Doctor Who Journey into Time, which was also a great amount of fun.
Yeah, we did that with
Devin.
Devin, that's right. With Devin, who was in our movie. That's right. Yeah.
And so this time I chose since we're at a Comic-Con,
Yep.
I chose a Superman script from 1941.
Perfect.
And what was kind of neat about this is also the guy who did the voice for Superman on the radio show did the voice of Superman in the Max Fleischer cartoons.
Oh.
And he was actually really the first person to give Superman sort of a voice.
A tone.
Thank you.
A tone.
Good.
Oh, like how Superman should speak from here on out.
Because a
kind
lot of
thing?
voice actors,
Persona.
the way a lot of voice actors started out with, they were radio guys, or in men and women who worked in radio, and they sort of made the transition into doing voice acting on in animation, and it just made sense because you could be like 5'2" and you could play a character. You could play a character like Superman just because of the voice.
I'm Superman.
So today we're going to do this Superman script for you all, and so let's, if you guys are ready, let's get into this.
Let's begin.
Presenting Superman!
Up in the sky!
It's a bird!
It's a plane.
It's Superman!
And now, Superman, amazing figure from another world with powers and abilities never before realized by mortal men. When we last saw Superman in his disguise as young Clark Kent, reporter for the Daily Planet, he and his editor, Perry White, had just received a warning telephone message from a mysterious voice, which identified itself as the Yellow Mask. In exactly 24 hours, said the Yellow Mask, the Daily Planet would be blown to 1,000 fragments. Horror-stricken, Kent and his chief stared at each other in the humbling office, and then pandemonium! Sirens wailed in the streets. Police searched the buildings for bombs. Today, as our story opens, we find ourselves far from the doomed offices of the Daily Planet. Dr. Sven Dahlgren shows an unexpected visitor about his laboratory, explaining its wonders, and also explaining his latest invention. Listen.
Please, don't touch that window frame.
So, is it not clean, perhaps? Oh, it's
yes,
clean.
Yes, quite clean, but it's wired, okay? It carries a powerful electric charge.
Most interesting. You are also experimenting in electricity, Dr. Goddard?
You have come to see my latest discovery, have you not, Professor Smith?
Indeed.
And so have others. You are not the first. Others would not only like to see it, but gain possession of it.
No, I cannot believe it.
Oh, it's quite true, I assure you. For weeks past, ever since got word out of what I'm doing, I've been annoyed, even threatened.
Threatened? Dr. Dahlgren, by whom?
I don't know. Strange voices over the telephone, mysterious visitors in the dead of night. Yes, that is why I've had my laboratory wired.
But what do you want?
They want my invention. They realize that whoever owns it controls a particularly unlimited power.
Unlimited power? Is that true?
Certainly, Professor Smith. Unlimited power for destruction, which is why I am determined to keep the discovery a closely guarded secret. In the world today, my friend, there is enough destruction. Men are at other throats like dogs gone mad. No, I will never be party to it. War and bloodshed. But come, I waste time. Into this room, Professor. Don't press against the metalwork. There it is, on the table, Professor.
This is the machine? It's so small.
My latest development. Small, light, compact, but deadly. Now then, please stand exactly where you are and watch closely what happens to that glass on the edge of the table. Watch.
It's amazing. The glass is shattered.
Now, watch that small steel ball.
What? It's gone.
Vanished. Blown into atomic dust.
Then it's true.
Certainly it's true. Based on the power of atomic force, everything in the universe has a certain vibration point, Professor Smith. And my machine focuses a beam of vibrating infrared gamma rays wherever I choose to direct it.
And then?
Any object in path of the beam begins to vibrate. At a certain point, depending upon the object, atomic force is overcome and the object simply disappears. Explodes, if you like, into nothing.
Doctor, you say an object.
Any object whatsoever. At distances up to a mile.
Unbelievable. My dear doctor, let me be the first to congratulate you.
Thank you.
Have you done me a great service, Doctor? You have placed in my hands an instrument of destruction that will last. Give me what I've been seeking. Absolute control of the world and every living thing in it.
What? What do you mean?
Well, you have to be horribly misled, Dr. Dahlgren. I am not Professor Schmidt of Hawthorne University. Mere men who work under me knew him may quite another name. I'm destined to become supreme ruler of the universe. With this deadly machine, of course.
Get out of my laboratory! Before I...
Oh, you won't do anything, Doctor. Not of the value of your life. This gun will hold you in hand. It's fully loaded. Take it.
You're mad. Utterly mad. How far do you think you'll get with that machine? The police will...
Beyond the reach of the police, I assure you. I have laid my plans with great care, Doctor. First, I shall destroy the building which houses one of your great newspapers, because a reporter on that paper foiled my plans in the West and succeeded in jailing 2 of my men. Not happy. When that is done, I will go about the task of creating for myself a position I rightfully deserve. Emperor of the world. And now, I must go.
Put that machine down. Put it down, I tell you. Michael, stop him.
No living thing can stop me now, Doctor. Goodbye, Doctor.
Don't let him get away. Michael.
Doctor, what's happened?
Catch him, Michael. Catch him.
Doctor, what's the matter? You're pale.
He got away with the atomic beam, Michael. Do you know what this means? That lunatic. He has in his hands the power of life and death. He is a walking symbol of death.
Where is Clark Kent? The minute he gets in, send him in.
Here I am, Mr. White.
Oh, Kent, where have you been?
Down in the cellar, helping the police.
Turn up anything? Any sign of a bomb?
Not a thing, Mr. White. We combed the building from top to bottom. Anything turn up here?
No, not so far. What's the time?
It's 4 o'clock. If that fellow really meant business, we've only be about 2 hours left to go.
Calling your office, Mr. White.
Oh, thanks, Lois. Oh, by the way, Kent, I don't think you know Miss Lane. Lois, this is Clark Kent.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you...
You wait here till I get back, Kent. I won't be a minute.
The boy wonder, huh?
Why, Miss Lane? What do you mean?
They told me you talked yourself into a job, went out west, and came back with the biggest story of the month. All in less than a week.
Well, I guess I was pretty lucky.
I'll say you were lucky. Now you're the white-haired boy, eh?
I don't quite understand.
Got the old man hypnotized. He thinks you're Horace Greeley.
I'm afraid I don't...
Don't act so dumb. All this nonsense about a time bomb in the cellar? What's the big idea?
Miss Lane, I only wish I knew.
You mean to tell me you didn't make it up out of your head?
I certainly did not.
I don't believe it. Well, now what's the matter?
Listen, don't you hear something?
Well, I hear the press is in the basement.
No, outside. Pardon me a minute. Come to the window. Now, don't you hear anything?
What do you think you hear?
A plane. There's a plane out there flying low.
Well, I'll be dead. Now look, Mr. Kent, this is a big town. You'll find quite a few planes flying around here all day and night. If it bothers you, you'd better go back to the farm.
No, really, I meant it.
Yes, I really meant it too. Tell the old man about your big discovery. Here he comes now.
Well, anything new?
Yes, your star reporter heard a plane.
It was flying pretty low, Mr. White.
Well, what of it? Oh, I got a job for you, Lois.
Yeah? A good job?
No, go and interview a scientist. Human interest stuff.
Who is he and where?
Dr. Sven Dahlgren. Got his own laboratory out on Haven Avenue. Look the number up in the book.
Who is he, Mr. White?
What's on his mind?
Leading American investigator in the field of atomic energy.
Must we, Chief?
Yeah, come on, get going, Lois, get going. The paper's always been tied in with science. We've been after Dahlgren for a long time, and now he's come to us.
Why?
Well, he says somebody stole a new machine he invented. I couldn't make much sense of it, but he seemed pretty worried. Wanted me to rush the story into print.
Well, what's the matter with the police?
I suggested that, but he said he needed more than the police. Sounds cracked, but it may make a yarn. On your way, girlie.
All right. If you say so, Mr. White. I'll get right there. So long, Mr. Star Reporter.
You, come with me, Kent, into my office. Oh, I can't stand much more of this.
I know, Mr. White. It's nerve-wracking, this yellow mask business.
Worse than that. I don't know whether to believe it or not.
If we could only get a lead.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't give it a second thought. Just another crank. But I don't know, Kent. I swear I don't know. Well, what time is it?
5 after 4. Don't keep thinking about the time, Mr. White.
Great Caesar's ghost! What else can I think of? 2 more hours would make it blown to glory. What do you think?
About the yellow mask?
Can he do what he says?
Well, let's hope he can't, Mr. White.
Yeah, but you're afraid he can't. And devil if it is, so am I. If it hadn't been for that business out west.
Well, maybe you ought to empty the building.
No. You want us to be the laughingstock of the city? No. Suppose nothing happens.
On the other hand, suppose something does.
Well, he can't intimidate me. If the yellow mask means business, he'll find us right here at 6 o'clock. City room white.
Mr. White, this is Dr. Dahlgren speaking.
Yes, Dr. Dahlgren. One of our best people is on their way to your laboratory right now.
No. That's not why I called. I wanted to tell you.
Yes.
The man who sold the atomic beam machine mentioned a newspaper. He said.
Yeah. What did he say?
He said something about destroying a newspaper.
What's that again? Listen, Doc. Hello, Dahlgren. Hello.
Yes, Mr. White?
I was cut off. Get me Dr. Dahlgren in his laboratory, quick.
Sorry, Mr. White. I'll call you.
We were cut off.
No, he was cut off. I'm sure of it.
You heard all that?
Mr. White, that scientist, what was he working on?
I don't know. Some kind of gadget to release atomic force.
A gadget?
I imagine so. Why?
Don't you see, Mr. White? There's our lead. The man who broke in and robbed him was the Yellow Mask.
Kent, I think you're right. Dahlgren said the burglar mentioned destroying a newspaper.
Then I must be right. Now, look here. We've searched the building, we haven't found a thing. No packages, no wires. If the Daily Planet is going to be blown up, it's got to be done from outside. Maybe up above. That airplane earlier.
Airplane?
It was flying too low for a transport, Mr. White. That plane was spying out the lay of the land. And at 6 o'clock, with Dr. Dahlgren's machine, they'll come back again and...
Hello, Dahlgren?
I'm sorry, Mr. White. Dr. Dahlgren's telephone is out of order.
Kent, do you hear that? Dahlgren's line is dead.
That settles it, Chief. I'll be seeing you later.
Kent, where are you going?
After Miss Lane. Something's wrong at Dahlgren's. If it's the mask, well, there's not much time to stop him. So long.
Hey, kid, what's your hurry?
Yeah, got another front door scoop, kid?
Oh, thank heaven. The locker room's empty. Quickly now. Out of these clothes. It's Superman's turn now. Oh, someone's coming to the window. Out! And up, and away! Not much time left. Got to find Miss Lane, find out what happened at Dahlgren's, and stop the Yellow Mask. Higher we go! Higher! Faster!
Deadly peril hangs over the offices of the Daily Planet. Already the Yellow Mask is in possession of a mighty and terrible weapon. Time is growing short, but Superman is on the way, powerful from streaking through the night sky. Red cape whistling in the wind. Can he arrive in time? And what new unforeseen danger is already creeping in the laboratory of Dr. Dahlgren with Miss Lois Lane about to enter the all-unknowing? Tune in next time and follow the story. Remember, be with us again for the exciting next transcribed installment of Superman.
Look, up in the sky, look!
It's a bird!
It's a plane!
It's Superman!
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Action Comics magazine.
We're in trouble.
I love that.
Oh, that was pretty good. I like that.
Oh, that was I always love old-time radio, and it's something I wish people did more over here.
My God, I think only reason I would ever consider getting XM radio is just because of the old-time channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything else is I don't care for.
Hey,
I mean,
it's Mandalorian. It's the Sir Mandalorian.
I mean,
Wow.
they still have...
Yeah, he's got a sword.
He's got a sword.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna go jousting.
jousting Mandalorian.
He's jousting.
They still do radio over in England. Radio
yes,
shows.
they do.
Yeah.
Is that
They do
sword
something
made
I
of
wish they did
Beskar?
over here.
Is that sword made of Beskar? That is a very good question.
Is it the best car?
Best car. Best car.
Maybe
We got
his,
the best car in the
maybe
galaxy.
his vest is also the best car.
Best.
Oh gosh, don't you know? I feel like my head's going to
Best
snap.
car. Best car.
No,
my
but
goodness.
you're absolutely right. There is a different feel of radio because it's not. I think also one of the main problems is that everyone has this sense of instant gratification.
Yeah.
And because of that sense of instant gratification, they need more special effects. They need more
Yeah.
visual interaction with the movie. That's why scripts are kind of weak. That's why plots don't really make sense. Radio,
And they need it now, goddammit.
of all things now, yes,
Yeah.
but you then cut to radio and there is nothing for that. There is one guy, maybe nowadays there's probably a guy in front of a computer, but back in the day there was one guy, maybe two, in front of a desk with a bunch of toys in front of them where they would use to make all the noises. Everything else was conveyed.
This looks like a job for a Foley man or a Foley guy.
Foley guy, yeah.
Foley guy.
But everything else was relayed specifically to the actual actors.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
And yes, some people do, some people don't like Woody Allen, but Woody Allen did make a really good movie called Radio Days.
That's right.
And Radio Days shows a really great depiction of certain people who were perfectly fine transitioning to TV in later movies, or movies and later TV, but other actors such as Wallace Shawn, who played the main character, was like, you can't put him in the movies. Look at him. He's 4'8". He's 200 pounds. He's a freaking cute little ball. No one's going to believe he's a superhero.
Another movie that people forgot about for certain reasons that had actually characters in a radio production was Haunted Honeymoon with Gene Wilder and Gilda Radner.
Yes.
Which is
and Dom DeLuise. Dom DeLuise is in
It's
that
an
movie.
underappreciated movie, and I enjoyed it. Personally, I think it's one of those things. At the time it came out, people were probably hoping it would be something different, and
it was that, and they were disappointed. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you need to stop, watch it, and realize, holy crap, this is a really funny movie.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of they do Doctor Who audios over in England, and actually
they still do.
Yep, and they're great, and it's like one of those things. It's theater for the mind.
Yes.
And in the days before television, actually television's been around, since the turn of the century. It wasn't as widespread.
It wasn't commercial.
But
Since 2000?
No, the other century.
Yeah. Thank you, Wayne.
There's been others.
Yes, long before us. But honestly, televisions weren't widespread. You couldn't always go to the pictures, so people would either read a book or listen to the radio. And
yes.
you had all these programs like The Shadow and
The Phantom. Tarzan.
Yep.
Mission X.
Well, yeah, that brings another thing.
The Thin Man, not the Thin Man.
The Thin Man actually was a radio show as well.
Another thing that I think they used to do back in the day with radio shows is that people would, like, same thing around in the 80s with us growing up, is that you would actually gather.
The Third Man,
you would actually gather around the device. Like, I remember there would be pictures of kids gathered around the radio.
Yeah.
And then us growing up, it was pictures of us gathered around
Actually,
the
The
TV.
television. Yep.
What are they?
Actually, I have a story about that.
Now.
It's like the Amazing Stories opening. You ever remember a TV show
Yes.
called Amazing Stories?
Steven
It always
Spielberg.
opened with like the cavemen
Mm-hmm.
and the old man telling a story,
Yeah.
and then the end
It
of the
progressed to what we have today.
and it progressed
And
to
the
television.
flying.
I do
boat.
have a radio story. My great-grandmother used to like to listen to her soap operas on the radio.
Mhm.
And this is long before I was
her
born. But
stories.
apparently my dad and his sister used to make fun of him because they'd go around because the characters would be like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. So they'd run around the backyard going, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And it would just it didn't take much because my great-grandmother wasn't a very nice person, but it would just drive her insane. She would just get so pissed off about it.
Everything drove her insane.
Oh gosh,
this
yeah.
is-
Nobody messes around.
And now we're going to
with
spend the next hour talking
Not
about
with my
Bret's
stories.
family.
Yeah.
Brett's family horror stories.
Oh, and then
So we have any great
plentiful.
Thanksgiving dinner stories from your family?
Not really.
I don't know. My Thanksgiving was actually great. What about you guys?
This year was pretty good. We spent it at my in-laws.
Yeah.
And
Murdered a turkey.
Yeah, we murdered a turkey too. My wife murdered the turkey. Really, I just kind of laughed at it while it was being killed. And it tastes.
You're going down.
I
Turkeys
gotta
are
be honest.
assholes.
It tasted pretty good.
Someone else
Turkey
murdered
dinners.
a turkey for Brett's dinner.
It tasted quite
right.
I
delicious
just
with some
bought the murdered
stuffing.
turkey.
And a nice Chianti.
Yes.
And fava beans.
Hey, at least it's better than Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where the cow comes out to you at the dinner table and says,
Yeah.
"So, what parts of me would you like to eat tonight?"
Have you guys seen this movie called Always Be My Maybe?
No.
Oh, it's Keanu Reeves. It's really funny. It's actually this really funny scene where they're at this posh restaurant, and one of the main meals is, as you're eating this meat, you have these headphones on so you can hear the meat being slaughtered as So you just see them all wearing headphones, and Keanu Reeves is completely calm and stuff, and then just takes one bite up to his and just goes... but continues to eat.
He cries, but continues to eat.
Funny, Wayne mentions the Hitchhiker's Guide with the cow being taken out to the table. In the original television version of it, it was actually actor Peter Davison who played the animal.
The dish of the day.
Hysterical.
He was the what was
That
The
is
dish of the
hysterical.
day.
The dish of the day.
Hello, I'm the dish of the day.
Oh, the old BBC one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember that.
Wasn't he a pig, though?
He was something. It was like a space cow pig hybrid.
Yeah, they had to play with whatever.
Next week
one-
on
they
Space
had to
Cow
play
Pig
whatever
hybrid.
Whatever the props department
Doctor
understood for
Who
them to
leftovers
use.
they had. That was how
yeah.
they were able to film that.
It was like whatever Doctor Who leftovers or Z-Car or whatever. It's like, oh, we got that was how Doctor Who was. It's like, oh, we have spaceships from another thing. Yoink!
or
we'll just repaint it.
Are they done with the cooking show next door? Because we could use the strainer as somebody's face.
We could actually use this. We could just use the set from the cooking
we
show
need to
itself.
Who used the cooking show?
Hey, we need to get somebody to be dressed up as a robot man. Okay, get your mother's pots and pans. I'm gonna... We'll call him a Cyberman.
Cheese shredder. Put that on my
Stop
arm.
scaring them. You know how all those adversaries were made of tin foil.
Trying to wow the crowd with yo-yo tricks.
All right.
Khmer Yo-Yo Ninja.
Don't forget that we are going to have a special New Year's Eve show, which is going to be the and now a word from our sponsors.
Yes,
Our first merchandise product.
Which most people might notice. Most podcasts have sponsors on. Most famous podcasts have sponsors on theirs. We're not a famous sponsor. I was going to say we're not a famous podcast. So
And no famous sponsors.
And being a fan of the old, Prairie Home Companion, they used to have the fake sponsors like Powder Milk Biscuits or the Ketchup Advisory Board. So I wanted to do something like that during the show, just do something fun and sort of make. And of course, when Sydney and I are watching the any of the YouTube shows, and they have like the sponsors that come in between, at the beginning, or we're just like,
Hey, don't forget everybody,
And then Bret says,
click
"Skip
the
the
like
ad."
button, give us a thumbs up, always put a comment.
It's not just that. It's like the ones that's like
Like, comment, and subscribe.
This episode is brought to you by Cooking Pro.
That like button.
Sort of one of those things. So,
so we would like to thank everyone
Yes,
for
thank you.
coming out here.
All of you.
You can all put your clothes back on.
yes.
Okay.
And thank
Including you, Bret.
Oh,
Yes,
darn.
please, Brett, please.
I
Can I take these blinders off? I've had them for the entire show. I don't think I read my script correctly.
Oh, I thought you said you liked it. and thank everybody who tuned in online.
Thank you all.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate.
We all love you.
And so on behalf of Jamie, Wayne, Andrew, and Sydney, thank you for listening to the Mental Suppository. And until next week, this is Bret Herholtz saying...
Tried it, don't deny it, my friend. The Mental Suppository has been produced by Bret and Jamie Billings and distributed by M the Media Project. Theme music generously donated by Mr. B, the Gentleman Rhymer. Visit his webpage at gentlemanrhymer.com. We would love to hear from our fans. Email us at mentalsuppository@gmail.com.
Hey there, M the Media Project fans. If you liked today's episode of your favorite M the Media Project podcast, perhaps you'll consider going to smgravesassociates.com/podcast. There, you can select your favorite podcast, click on your favorite episode page, and consider contributing to our Patreon, subscribing to your favorite podcast, and lastly, maybe you'd consider giving us a favorable review on iTunes. Any way you support us supports the great work we do at M the Media Project. Thanks.